What's up, guys? Anthony Miller here, Project My Life. I'm with my man, Chris. I call you Mr. Miller.
Yeah, you can say that.
All right, Mr. Miller, just because I have deep respect for this gentleman. But ironically, we were going to do a little, I told you, episode 50 to 59 are going to be all members of the studio.
Look at this, I'm taller when I'm on the curb.
I love it. You cool, man. I was going to pull members in that, I felt a deep connection to, and members of the community who have, this is impromptu, wait for the truck. People who have applied the believe in yourself, trust the process, and practice patience principles into their life and how it's affected them. And Christopher Miller will go down as one of our most transformative members of the studio for many reasons. We weren't going to meet. Long story short, he wasn't going to go to the studio. He was going to go to work out. We were supposed to meet. And he's actually had an ear infection, right? So he didn't go, but I happened to ride my bike and I was like, oh shit, that's Miller. Yeah. So I'm doing it right now on the street. That's where we're at. So, Mr. Miller, where do we start?
I don't know. We could start, you said I'm transformative. That was 3.5 years ago. Okay. And I even forget that. It's like, that's so old part of me. I forget about that.
Okay. How much? It's always a weight loss thing in the beginning, and then we can talk about the layers of it.
Then it's a life transformation. What happens? So, I'm working out. I got friends. Healthy.
Tell us how much weight did you lose first?
Well, I lost 85 pounds.
85.
Yeah, and I had it's all coming back. I just ticked over into diabetes, and that's one of the reasons that got me in the gym. I was kind of pissed off. The doctor I was seeing said, it's managed, you're all right. And I got home and I said, no, I'm not all right. I'm not all right. I've been pre-diabetic for years. And
the doctor said you're all right?
Yeah, the doctor.
Could you just speak up a little bit because we're outside and it's a little bit
okay,
close.
yeah.
So the doctor said you were all right?
Yeah, the doctor's like, oh, it's managed, it's all right. And I'm like, no, it's not all right. So I don't see that doctor anymore. Sorry, man.
No, good for you, man. So at that point you were like, no, that's not a good answer for me.
That's not a good answer, yeah.
So you decided to take it into your own hands.
Took it in my own hands. I'm getting to the point where, my family lives a long time. My parents lived into their 90s, so I got another third of my life left, and I don't want to do it with a walker and with an oxygen tank. I want to do it on a bike and walking. And
you got to see this guy kick ass in the advanced classes at the studio.
Yeah.
How old are you, Miller?
62.
62 years
62,
old.
Yeah.
And 85 pounds lost. So are you pre-diabetic? Are you no longer? Are you still?
No. I nipped it in the bud, so it didn't take. So diabetes, no more. Nothing there.
Blood pressure?
Blood pressure, I'm on meds, but they never take you off blood pressure, cholesterol meds. But blood pressure's great. Cholesterol's great.
Love it.
It's all good.
Working out 5 days a week. We just had a conversation. 5 days a week, right?
Yeah.
We do one yoga. One complete rest day.
One rest day, yeah.
And then 3 days he's with the advanced class over in the studio with Coach Alex.
Yeah.
And when I take class with those guys, I hardly ever do it anymore because I procrastinate because it's challenging. But he is just watching a 62, and I don't want to use an age, but people use age as a crutch so many times. Yeah. And to see you at 62 be able to jump around physically, push the weights around, and
it feels good,
right? I mean, there's nothing better than that. I feel like
it feels good.
And the fact that you're able to resurrect it and kind of get a second life almost, right?
Yeah.
All right. So which one of those three principles do you find the most valuable, or which has resonated most with you? The believe in yourself, trust the process, and practice patience.
Which one do I believe in most?
Yeah, has resonated most with your process.
I don't know. It's hard for me to separate the three of them. They kind of go together.
Okay, I agree.
It's like trust the process would probably be. You have to learn to trust the process, but you got to believe in yourself to trust the process, and then you got to trust you guys.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, you have a tattoo of the hero's journey.
Hero's journey, yeah.
And we talk about that all the time. I love getting in conversations with you. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that, and why are you so inspired by that?
Well, the hero's journey, I don't know. It's Joseph Campbell made it, identified it in 1940s. He wrote a book called I forget the name of the book, but it's in literature. It's Odysseus. It's Anakin Skywalker. It's basically anybody who goes out into an unknown world and fails, has sort of a metaphorical death, and comes back stronger, comes back with a gift, and the gift is usually knowledge or a skill. And I use that at school. I teach writing, so I use that to the kids to help them analyze characters in books. But it's also, I tell them, that's every day of your life. Or they come in for a 40-minute class. I'm like, this is a 40-minute hero's journey. Today's a day-long hero's journey. This month is a month-long hero's journey. The school year is a school year hero's journey. Every class I take at the gym is a hero's journey. I come out stronger. I come out more knowledgeable. I come out changed. And you know, it's just impacted every part of my life.
That's exactly what Project My Life is.
Yeah.
My version of it.
Okay.
And that's how I communicate that process. I don't know, and I love learning about that because it's true. Like, there's always, you have to get to like your rock bottom almost, right? And you have to go through those failures in order to come out a stronger person. So many people are afraid of, for those of you in the back, so many people are afraid of failures, so they never get to that really, the full journey of the hero, so to speak, quote unquote.
Right, and they don't realize that the only way you learn is when you fail. The only way you learn is from struggling, from failing, and from learning from your failure. If you do everything right the first time, you don't learn anything. You're just doing it right the first time. And that means you're doing stuff that's not taking you out of your comfort zone.
Oh,
so that means you're not learning anything.
We talk about that all the time. Where's the magic happen, Mr. Miller?
Oh, it happens outside your comfort zone.
I love it.
It happens in that last rep. No, it doesn't happen in the last rep. It happens in the rep after the last rep. That one more rep.
That you do.
This is my last rep. Oh, no. I got one more.
So how much of the physical training in general do you feel had an effect on your kind of transformation? And we're not getting into too much story behind your backstory, what led you up to those diabetes, and like we're not talking about the roots of it, what got you there, but since that point, how much of that physical that you're just saying, that last rep and that last push that you don't think you can do, how much of that has had an impact on your transformation?
Oh, a lot. It's like finding what's left in you when you've used everything up. It's like digging deep down and getting that strength and doing that last rep, or things in your life.
And they're always going to pop up.
They're always going to pop up, and I'm blanking at any kind of really good example.
It's good, man. I totally get it, and I love that because I talk about that all the time with the Project My Life. It's like it's not always going to be perfect. In fact, you don't want it to be perfect because you want to learn how to adapt to the changes in your life. We were just talking about, like, we joke around saying we're OCD, and we're kind of like routine, and I believe in that wholeheartedly. Like, your routine creates your habits, and your habits create your success. You know, if you don't have success, it's gonna, it's because of your habits weren't set up to be leading you up to that. If that makes any kind of sense. So that's the project of kind of, it's endless. It's never like a 1, 2, 3 thing. All right, cool. So you said trust the process. Any advice out there for anybody listening or watching this who is maybe at that point where you were before you started?
This is just do it. It's to just do it. It's to take that step in that door, like I did in your place. I used to walk by. Let's go down to the Mexican place down there, Casamaya.
That's Casaluna.
And I used to. This is what before I started working out. I used to get 2 entrees and then walk home. And my thinking was, oh, I'm walking, so it's okay if I get 2.
You used to eat them in one sitting.
Yeah, I would go home and eat them in one sitting.
Wow.
But I would walk by your place, and I'm like, wow, that's kind of a different looking place. Because you got stuff in the, the stuff in the window is like body transformation specialists. And anyway, I would walk by, and then one day after that doctor told me that, I went on the website and saw people's stories. I saw the videos on there, and I'm like, I got to go in there. So I took that step in. It was hard, and that's one of the hardest steps I took in was going in. I met Christine. We got set up I did personal one-on-one training for a while, and then it was hard going into. She says, you're going into the group class. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm fine with you.
Right.
She goes, no, you're going in. And so she made me go. And that's her tough love.
Wow.
And, it's been, and I haven't looked back. And then one day it was like, you're going in advanced class. Somebody said, advanced class, you're
level
going
up.
in.
Level up.
I'm like, hell no. I'm old. I'm not going in. And, I went in, and now I'm dominating it. Not when Golden Boy's there.
I love it.
Or when Jen's there. But You know.
No, but you're dominant in your own hero's journey, man. And
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
that's what it's all about,
Absolutely,
man.
yeah.
I love that,
Yeah.
dude.
So it's good.
Now, and I'm enjoying this conversation. I hope you're not freezing your ass off.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
But that is the hardest step, and I'm like,
What's that?
I used to try to shake people to get them to like, no, you need to change, and then I'm like, just some people aren't ready to change. So
Yeah, you
now, whoever's willing to change, I'll just pick them up for an
Yeah.
interview and see if we can inspire
Yeah,
somebody.
yeah.
What do you think is most difficult about that? There's got to be some kind of fear attached to that, right?
Yeah, fear of I don't know. I was going to say fear of success, but fear of being outside your comfort zone. Anything out of your comfort zone feels like failure. But then you need to fail. You need to be outside your comfort zone.
Going back to what we talked about earlier.
Yeah, and I could say, working one-on-one with Christine, I mean, she left me in a puddle of well, she didn't leave me, but I ended up in a puddle of sweat every time, wheezing my ass off. And I could say that's failure, but it's not. I don't do that anymore. I still sweat and I still wheeze, but
Love it, man.
yeah,
You look forward
after
to it
like
now.
killing it, So it's good. It's good.
He had to get talked out of going into the gym today because he has an ear infection. Just to let you know his level of dedication now, but because he knows how he's going to feel afterwards. I'm trying to keep these under 9, but I like to talk, bro. So I mean, I can keep. No, I'm not gonna. It's gonna be over. This is the raw, 100% authentic, full video.
Okay, so if I say shit, you don't edit that out?
Shit, fuck, whatever you gotta say, man. We this is the free speech of Project My Life.
Good stuff.
Believe in yourself, trust the process, practice patience, and thank you very much, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Man.